I remember when the pandemic came, I came on the platform and said, look, this is how I think it's going to play out. I've seen these kinds of things before. There's some macro knock-on effects. I didn't get it all right, but I got a lot of it right. And I took literally millions of people down with me on the crypto journey as they began to understand why it was so damned important in the system that we've got. And I've been taking people on this journey with me for as long as Real Vision's existed. And before that too, from writing Global Macro Investor. And even before that, just producing Bloomberg messages for the world's largest hedge funds, me trying to figure out the world and take people with me on that learning journey. Now, I'm taking you. That's the whole point. I'm trying to share this with you. People say, well, why do you give out so much value? I'm like, because it matters to me. It matters. If the world is so fucked and there's so much going on, that we kind of take as many people with us as possible. This idea of a life raft, of a set of opportunities that can unfuck our futures, I think is really important.
Wait a minute, everyone. We all agree that the crypto market never sleeps, but with countless newsletters out there, how do you choose the best one for you? Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. In today's video, Raoul Talks gives us everything we need to understand about the future of crypto, technology, and global macro, COVID's role in changing people's perceptions of crypto and tech, investment strategies, their macro outlook, and much more. So without wasting any time, let's dive into the video.
You know, I've been on this journey for 35 years now. And there's parts when I totally lost the way. And there's parts where I've seen it all come together perfectly. And there's parts, most of it, somewhere in the middle. What was very interesting is that the pandemic changed many people's lives. Not just in the way of the impact that it had, but in the way that it shook people to understand what was really going on in the system. Because of 2008, because of Europe in 2012, when things went awry in 2020 and the stimulus came and assets rocketed, it got everybody to ask the question, what the fuck is going on? What does this all mean, and what do I not understand? Now, I was very privileged because of Real Vision to be able to help people in that journey. Things that are earlier in the adoption curve, but with proven adoption, go up faster in price. I literally don't care whether it's Solana or some new thing, but it has to be at this point in the adoption curve, right? There was Solana, Avalanche, Luna, and Polygon that were the four forerunners. One went to zero, and Solana rose fastest out of the ashes. Like you, I was buying in June 2022, and really went max long as we went. So I saw the network effects were superior early, and I said, this is probably the bet, like Ethereum was in the last cycle. And then I'm a simpleton. I just use the charts and look at the ETH Bitcoin cross, the ETH Solana cross. And Solana was breaking out. I'm like, okay, that's as simple as that. So it's not, I leave the narrative as something I can discuss and debate, but really the proof is in the simplest of metrics. And we will see in this cycle a bunch, 3, 4 new protocols, new layer ones that will do really well and outperform Sol. They will all go down 99% or 98% or 97% in the next cycle. And one of those will be anointed too. We've seen this with memes. Doge has survived. And out of these memes that are around now, whether it's Pepe or whether it's Whiff or whatever, Bonk or whatever it is, one of these will be crowned the survivor for the next time around. So I just observe these kind of patterns.
United States President Joe Biden has vetoed a resolution that would have overruled the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission Staff Accounting Bulletin No. 121. The controversial decision was immediately met with criticism from the cryptocurrency industry. We're disappointed that the admin chose to overrule bipartisan majorities in both houses of Congress, who recognize the harm created by SAB 121. Crypto advocacy group, the Blockchain Association, declared in a May 31 ex-post following Biden arguing that challenging the proposed guidelines would compromise the SEC's authority. This reversal of the considered judgment of SEC staff in this way risks undercutting the SEC's broader authorities regarding accounting practices. Biden wrote in an official May 31 letter in response to Congress voting to repeal the cryptocurrency accounting guidelines, which requires institutions that custody crypto assets to record crypto holdings as liabilities on their balance sheets. My administration will not support measures that jeopardize the well-being of consumers and investors, Biden added. The guidelines were set to take effect on April 11, but were met with considerable backlash from the crypto community and lawmakers alike. Lawmakers in the House of Representatives voted to repeal the SEC's guidance by a margin of 228 to 182 and pass the bill to the Senate. Once there, senators echoed the House vote and elected to repeal SAB 121 by a significant margin, 60 to 38 votes. The wider crypto community expressed their frustrations by the decision on social media, arguing that it only stifles innovation and hinders the industry during a critical time. This is a slap in the face to innovation and financial freedom, Digital Chamber Chief Policy Officer Cody Carbone stated in a May 31 ex-post. To say that this is incredibly disappointing from this White House, at an incredibly pivotal time, is an understatement, Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse added.
So here's how I think about those. When I look at using Metcalfe's law in crypto, it's a two-sided equation. One is the kind of number of active users, call it that, and the other is amount of activity on the network, which I think you can capture by value exchange in dollar terms, right? And those two seem to explain most price, and price is pretty much correct in crypto. So when you think about Doge, it is a one-sided ecosystem. It is just retail investors and a whale called Elon Musk that holds $3 billion of it. And it's maintained its value because people have stayed with the meme, because it made people wealth, real wealth. And they stick with it. They're loyal to it. Now, if Elon uses it for X, which I think he will, well, you're going to create an extreme jump in value from this thing at some point. Many of them that die lose the retail investor because they don't have an actual community. Cardano, I know we're going to get hated for saying this, Cardano is more held by retail community. But they're loyal to it, which is why it maintains its value, even though the applications haven't scaled in the way that the community would have liked it to have been. And it's true with many of these ecosystems. It's the ones that fail to actually keep the retail or fail to get... XRP is another interesting one because it actually has quite a few applications, but there are lots of small microtransactions, so it doesn't create as much value, but there's a lot of retail, and it kind of balances it out. So I just think of them really simply in these terms.
Among the reasons prompting Bitcoin holders to cash out above $67,000 is the regulatory uncertainty in the United States. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, and the Commodity Futures Trading Commission have taken legal actions against leading exchanges and intermediaries, including Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, KuCoin, and Robinhood. Additionally, the U.S. Department of Justice has levied charges against the co-founders of Tornado Cash and the developers of Samurai Wallet for money laundering, as well as against Roger Bitcoin Jesus Ver for allegations of tax evasion and fraud dating back 7 years. Although these events do not directly affect Bitcoin, they tarnish the industry's image, making it less appealing to institutional investors. This issue extends beyond the U.S. For instance, Hong Kong's Securities and Futures Commission has issued an ultimatum to cryptocurrency exchanges that have not yet registered to operate in the area. As of May 31, only 18 exchanges have applied for a license, with major players such as OKX Huobi and Gate opting out due to the stringent regulatory requirements imposed by Hong Kong. In addition to ongoing legal challenges and Wells notices, there's a persistent political backlash against cryptocurrencies. On May 29, U.S. Senators Elizabeth Warren and William Cassidy addressed a letter to the Drug Enforcement Administration, claiming that cryptocurrencies have played an increasingly prominent role in the fentanyl trade. Senator Warren has previously faced criticism for using unreliable data in discussions about terrorism. These factors, together with the potential impact on cryptocurrency intermediaries and the possible selling pressure from the distribution of Metcalfe coins, do not set a definitive upper limit for Bitcoin at $70,000 or similar levels. It remains to be seen whether spot ETF investors will maintain their positions as the U.S. debt continues to escalate. For now, the market appears to be under bearish control in the short term. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoin Zella. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.